Hunter Andre Baird and Warner, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah.
It's really hard not to laugh with you because ever since we've met, we've kind of had that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes.
And you have that with a lot of people.
I try.
And you were teaching when I first met you. You were a managing broker like myself with a big brand. We met in the city.
Yeah.
And instantly clicked.
Yes.
And you started sharing your tactical ideas for open houses with me. Things I never thought of. And I'm like, we got to get together. I'm psychological. You're tactical.
Yeah.
This could really, really work.
I love that. You know, we did have that. Why didn't we get together? Is that what we're doing right now?
That's what we're doing.
Is that what we're getting together now?
5 years later.
5 years later. Wow, did you hear that out of the audience? 5 years later.
He's a hard man to catch. You're so busy.
I'm like, you pinned me down.
You're like a butterfly. Everybody wants a piece of you. Everybody loves spending time with you. You're super busy.
We actually better hurry this meeting up now.
You got people waiting in line outside the door.
My limo's out there. Yeah.
So Hunter, let's talk really quick.
Sure.
Because you also have a proven track record. You're a good producer.
Yes. Yep.
But now you're in management.
Correct.
And, first of all, what made you get into real estate?
Wow. That's a great question. I will say this. I moved to Chicago to go to school at DePaul University. Okay. And I was getting my degree. And while I was in the city going to school, I found myself really kind of paying attention to the what I would call the topography. Okay. The topography is not mountains or streams in the city of Chicago. It's the buildings, it's the neighborhoods,
the lakes,
it's like the highways, the streets, which I call urban rivers. Right? I'm paying attention. I'm like, wow, this is really fascinating. So I had that kind of going on for me, but I didn't really know what that meant to me inside. Right? So I graduated from DePaul. I already had a full-time job lined up in my senior year at the time. And I went right into film and television. Okay. And I was doing that for over a decade.
Could totally see you doing that. Totally.
Yeah, I was in film and television for a decade, and I loved it. It was great. But I didn't love it enough. And I was like, man, I really want to get my real estate license. I don't know why, but I want to get my real estate license. You know?
The world needs me.
The world needs me. And I did as much. I got my real estate license in 2009, and I don't know if you all out there remember, that was the bottom of the market.
Oh, yeah.
That was the pits.
Yeah, I think I showed up here just right after that. This is my third market. So I was here right after 2008, 2009. So coming into this market.
That's when I got into it, was in 2009, and when I was getting into the market then, everybody around me was like, are you crazy, Hunter? Why are you going to real estate now? It's the bottom of the market. Most people are leaving. You have a 10-year career in something. Why are you doing this? But I felt compelled. You know how, and sometimes in life, you have like this, you feel compelled to do something, and you're not necessarily sure why, but there's a need. And that's the only way I can explain it to you.
Okay.
It was not logical.
Okay.
Because everything that I was doing seemed logical to everybody around me. But when I said I was going to do this, it did not seem logical.
But don't you think that's kind of life too?
Yes.
You have those times where it needs to be logical.
Yeah.
And then you can take some risks. So I showed up about the same time here in this market that you were jumping in. And I remember thinking to myself, what can I offer?
Yeah.
Everybody's telling me how bad the market is.
Yeah.
I'm in a luxury area. And how am I going to break in? Everybody's got 6 kids, their family, they're all entrenched.
Yeah.
How can I give remarkable service? That was just really what I wanted to concentrate on. So once you got into it, how quick did your career take off?
That's a great question. I just want to add something on to this. I feel like sometimes, Dee, in life, when we have let's call these paradigm shifts. When we're going through it, it doesn't make sense. It's not logical. But once we get on the other side and look back, you're like, oh, that totally made sense to me. And it was logical, but I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be. So I would say that to the viewing audience, if you're going through anything right now and it doesn't seem logical, you're probably on the right path.
Yeah.
And stick with what your gut, your intuition's telling you.
Yeah.
So you asked me... how
long did it take?
How long did it take before I felt like I had my sea legs, so to speak? Well, that's an easy one. I can tell you that. It happened off a floor call. And I just so you know, floor calls are not really prevalent right now in this time frame, but they used to be.
Right.
People actually used to call into a brokerage and want to speak to an agent and
Floor
do some
time.
business.
Yeah.
Floor time.
Yeah.
Well, I was on floor time, and I received a call, and it was funny because it was Thanksgiving Eve.
Of course.
Thanksgiving Eve. I'm the only agent in the office.
You're the brand new agent who's desperate for business.
Exactly. I'm the only agent in the office. I'm serious. I was like, it's Thanksgiving Eve. It's like a ghost town except for myself, and there was an admin at the front desk. And I hear her voice, "Hey Hunter, there's a floor call. Do you want it?" I'm like, "Yes, that's why I'm here. Of course."
You're the only one. She's on the loudspeaker.
I'm the only one on Thanksgiving Eve. Loser. Anyway, I pick up the phone and I start talking to this lady, and I'm going through my questions, right? And she starts telling me about what she's looking for. And she starts telling me that she's looking to buy a single family home in Chicago. I'm looking to spend anywhere between $2 and $4 million.
Okay. That's legit.
These are the needs we want. And I was like furiously writing this down. And I said, okay. And she goes, well, we'll be coming into the city on this date. We're going to be staying at the Ritz-Carlton on, Michigan Avenue.
With the pressure.
And I'm like, so I got off the call. I was like, I think I just won the lottery, right? I just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This was like in the first, I don't know when this happened. It was like in the first 12 months or so.
Okay. And
I got off the phone. I was like, oh my God.
So did you guys hear that? First 12 months, first major goal.
Yes.
So it took 12 months, but when all the hard work paid off, because when it hit, it was a big one.
It would hit. But I will say this, I thought I was being punked. I thought someone just punked me, and I was like, oh great, someone's played a prank on me. Yeah. I don't think this is real.
Ashton, are you here?
Yeah, exactly. And so up until I met them in person, I even called the Ritz-Carlton the day of to say, did these people track in? Because I wasn't sure this was real.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, they're here. So I pulled up, jumped in my car, and to make a long story short, I ended up helping them buy a $3.4 million house in Lincoln Park.
Awesome.
And they turned into great clients and helped them buy a couple more multi-million-dollar properties.
Yes.
And after I received that first big, heavy paycheck off a $3.4 million
you're like, I'm in.
commission, I was in it. I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm going to make this work. I mean, to win it. And there was no question. I was not looking back.
That's awesome.
That was kind of like the turning point for me.
Okay.
And just so you all know, I have not received another floor call like that. And I'm 16 years now. So, okay, there we go.
So, Hunter, one question that I know a lot of newer agents want to know, and something that I talk about for agent development always, is that how firm was your foundation before you finally received that call that changed your life?
Wow.
Did you spend time learning, touring homes in preparation to meet opportunity?
Yeah.
Were you scared? Did you feel like an imposter when you met with these people that were going to buy a $3.5 million house? What were you doing during the months that you were preparing for someone to say yes?
Wow. Whew, that's a tough one. Actually, it's very easy on a couple of ways. I would say this. I will say this first, everyone out there. I spent like the first good portion of my career as what I would describe as an accidental agent.
Okay.
My business was not planned out very well.
So were you a secret agent, would you say? I like the word like the accidental tourist. You were the accidental agent.
I was an accidental agent. I don't know necessarily if I was a secret. I was letting people know, but I didn't really have a good foundation.
Okay.
When I say foundation, you know what I'm going to say.
Yes.
Systems, processes, just didn't have that going. I was lucky. I was able to put business together successfully.
Well,
but it was by almost like I said, accidental, not intentional. I'm very intentional now, and not accidental.
So that changed.
That changed.
And that is intention is the key word right there.
It is
right. Intentional. I will say I came into the market very intentional. I
Yeah.
had a real estate background in a different market. I tried some things here. It didn't work.
Yeah.
So I tweaked, I pivoted, and, then I became an award winner.
Yeah.
And I worked so hard. My family barely saw me that first 12, 18 months.
Sure.
Trying to just get a foundation in my marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, you teach now.
Yeah.
So you you lead, guide, manage, coach, and mentor. So did you know you did all those things?
Is that what my resume says? Yes.
You do all those things
Yes,
now.
I do. I feel like I'm kind of a Renaissance man when it comes to that level.
Don't you think it's helpful to have gone through the hard knocks? And would you agree that real estate can be the school of hard knocks? It is the school of forever. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the business.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to answer your original question and come back to this about what was the lead up. I will say this, one of the things that I learned early on, and I would say this for any new agent out there right now, do yourself a favor. As Dee has already said, she was very intentional, and I know she is still a very intentional person, otherwise I would not be sitting here and doing this. What I did early on, and this might sound cliche, but I think both you and I know this to be true. It's important that new agents take the time to become students of the industry. And one of the ways you become a student is you start going to broker tours. You start going to the public open houses. You need to start seeing the product that you are eventually going to sell. And I will tell you this, early on, I had a voracious appetite to see as much property at any price point, at any neighborhood as I possibly could. And I believe that kind of helped, it did help me with this, because I spent a lot of time looking at luxury homes in the neighborhoods I wanted to sell in, but had never put a deal together. But doing that homework queued me up to have this conversation. And yes, did I have imposter syndrome? Yes, I did. But I did know this. I did know the luxury market. I hadn't sold anything yet, but I'd seen all the houses. I knew the neighborhoods. That's what it's about.
So would you say, I think this, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, I think, like, if I think back to my beginning of my career, my average price range was $80,000.
Oh, yeah.
And I was dealing a lot with FHA buyers, VA, first-time home buyers.
Sure. Which is nothing wrong with that market.
I'm in the South. That is
the
the price range. Then I moved to Indianapolis, and I'm selling in a mid-tier price range. Then I get to the North Shore, and I'm like, I can sell one house for every 10 that I used to do in my first market. So I really appreciated that. But what I think about going to brokers' opens, and even going to open houses on the weekend, when if you're not holding an open house, go to those open houses in the areas that you serve, especially. You need to be the expert. I really do believe that preparation meets opportunity. And I'm going to run into somebody who needs this house.
Yes.
And when that one doesn't work, I know one that will.
Yeah. And how do you do that?
By learning the inventory.
By learning and going out and looking at it, physically looking at it. I think a lot of people sometimes just think they can spend all their time behind the computer all day long.
You can't.
It doesn't work that way.
Well, if you think about the consumer, when they come into the house, and I always say there's a feeling that a person gets when they cross the threshold.
Yeah.
They come into the house, they see it online.
Yeah.
And they walk in, and it's either better than they thought, or it's a lot worse than they thought.
Yes, yeah.
And they couldn't make a decision about that property without walking into that house. It's the same for us. And I can remember somebody gave me a referral for a kind of a difficult buyer. Condos, elderly couple, wanted one level.
Okay.
Showed them 14 properties all over the North Shore, up to Vernon Hills, Gurney, name it.
Traveling.
All over, 14. On a Friday, I toured every single property I was going to show them that Saturday.
Smart.
It was nasty weather out, rainy, cold, sleety, and there was one property in the last building that popped up. I go to get the key box. It's hooked to the swimming pool guardrail. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm wet all the way up to my knees. And I'm like, I'm here. I might as well look at it, and I'll see if they want to see it tomorrow. So we looked at some beautiful units. Come to the last one, number 14.
Number 14.
And I'm thinking, okay, hey guys, there's one more that popped up that wasn't on the list originally, but we're in this building. Let's go take a look at it.
Love it.
Which one do you think they bought?
That one.
Number 15.
Number 15.
The ugliest one out of all of them that I showed. And it was such a plain unit. And I thought, oh, they won't want it. But I don't want to get snookered and find out somebody else showed it to. I'm going to show them this 15th unit. But why did I want to do that run through? I wanted to do that run through because I don't like to show people properties that I have not been in.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I go in and you're the listing agent and I've been in there, I can sell your property.
Sure.
If I know my people are looking for certain things, I can sell that property. But also, if you're showing condos and you're showing 14, these people are from out of town.
Ooh, that's a tall word.
Oh my gosh,
that's a tall
security
word.
Gates. You know, entry keypads that you had to have the keypad code. You've got key boxes out on the pool that's like 2 miles down the street. I'm so glad that I did that because I looked like a pro.
Yeah.
I felt like a pro. I knew exactly where to go to get what key, how to get in. And it makes a difference.
Yeah.
When an agent walks in and goes, oh, this is gorgeous. This is so nice. What does it say to the consumer?
Well, it probably says a lot.
Says a lot.
Probably says a lot, yeah.
It says, oh, she doesn't tour properties. She doesn't know the inventory. So don't let yourself get caught in that, guys. Get out. Take a look. And when you go in a listing appointment, how important is it that you went into all of those?
Yeah.
Because when it says closed, 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 and you're trying to price with your potential client, and you've been in every single one of those and can speak to how this house compares to that house, and another agent comes in behind you that they're interviewing and can't speak to any of that,
huge.
You've got the job.
And I would say this, you know, Dee just nailed it. What she just described is something that I think is lacking a bit right now in the industry. And I would say what is most important is you are bringing to the table a value proposition, a value, in this case, wedge
100%.
that Dee is offering to her clients. Not every agent is going to go out and think about real estate and operate. And I would encourage anyone who's listening to this, if you can do what Dee just said, you are going to create a value wedge that no other agent probably is offering in the market. So good on you, because that's really important right now, I think. Really important.
It's huge. How do you set yourself apart?
Yeah, how do you set yourself apart?
In a luxury market, you've got so many people clamoring for this business. You know, I laugh and say there's a realtor for every household on the North Shore. It feels that way at times.
Sure.
But don't let that keep you from going after the business.
Yeah.
So, really quick, Hunter.
Is our time up right now? I just got going here. What do you mean you're going to cut me off now?
It's about 5 more minutes.
Dang, I haven't talked enough. Will you be quiet?
Hunter Andre Baird and Warner.
Yes. Glenview. Managing broker.
Yeah. So happy to have you on today.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
So,
are you kidding me?
What would be
a treat.
Some parting words that you would love to give?
Wow. How much time do I have again? I would say this. I'm going to quickly dovetail on just what I said. I would say to anybody who's watching right now, and I'm sure you have a huge audience. I think 10 million I saw.
I'm working on it.
10 million,
I'm working on it.
Well, that's good enough for me right now. Yeah. That's about what I need to get my sponsorship. To 10 million. All jokes aside, I think agents, and I know you and I are in alignment on this, we need to figure out, if you want to be successful, what is your value proposition? I would say to anybody new and anybody who's in the industry right now, and like myself, if you're an accidental agent and you're on your 5th or 10th year, you need to figure out your value proposition.
100%.
And once you figure that out, you're going to be in good shape. I would also say this. I think there is a lack of importance put on a couple of simple ideas right now in real estate that I think every agent should focus on. And they are as follows. Making the process predictable and understandable for your clients, be it sellers or buyers or renters. Customers, the consumers right now, need or have a desire to have the process predictable and understandable for them. And if you can articulate that, you're going to make the process so much easier for them. That's going to become a value wedge, a value prop for yourself. And you're going to see that people are going to flock to you because they're like, you know what? Dee is amazing. She explained the entire process to us. Everything that she explained to us happened. She even gave us insights on possible curveballs that may come our way.
Right.
And by doing so, Dee, you're preparing them. And I feel like that's really important right now.
It's huge. It's huge.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that you say that because I 100% agree with everything you just said. I think now what I'm seeing out there is consumers are just so confused.
Yeah.
And now there's no loyalty. And it was hard enough to kind of get before, like, they're not sure what to do with the changes last year. So they're reaching out directly to every single agent. They're not wanting to sign agreements. But like I share with people all the time, I'm not going to have you sign anything that's going to lock us in until you and I meet. And maybe I'm going to sign a one-time showing sheet. Are we a good fit? And agents, we always feel like we are the ones being interviewed, but you're interviewing too. So when you meet someone, don't go into desperate mode. You're interviewing. Is this person, and are we a good fit together? Can I live up to your expectations? Do they have expectations? And you can help overwhelm them with the amazing, remarkable service that you're able to give. So that is the goal. And Hunter, we will be doing this again because people are going to be asking for you.
Do you promise? I'm telling you that the views on this one are going to be huge.
I feel it. I feel it.
I'm feeling it too. So I really do appreciate you having me. And I would love to come back and visit with you again.
I want you to.
We could talk about open houses. There's so many things we could talk about.
There's so many things. And we love to talk about all the quirky things that have happened during our tenure as real estate agents. The crazy things that have happened. I could write a book. On transactions.
Yes, we could. All the things not to do.
All the things not to do.
That could be our first chapter. All the things you should not do.
100%. And I would really love to talk about safety, how to stay safe out there, how to really, really listen to your client. So you're not showing 50 houses. You're showing 5 houses. We don't need to show 50 if we're really, really listening. But Hunter, thank you so much for being on Dose of Deanne.
Yes.
And we're going to do this again.
Can I shake your hand?
You can.
See, people, it's official.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.